Good evening from Bondi Beach, the world's most iconic stretch of sand, tonight eerily empty, now the scene of one of the darkest moments in our nation's history. As the sun was setting on Sunday, two gunmen, a father and son, opened fire as families gathered to celebrate the Jewish Festival of Lights. 15 innocent lives were taken and more than 40 people were injured. Among those, a Holocaust survivor and a 10-year-old girl. Senior reporter Damien Ryan begins our coverage.
Okay, thank you.
How many?
The famous Bondi Beach, the setting for a celebration of one of the most important days in the Jewish calendar. The festivities, the joy, suddenly silenced by screams and the shattering of gunfire. People diving for cover, others lay dead. It was the most perfect of summer evenings, thousands upon thousands at the beach.
Oh my God. What the
now running and hiding. Two men, we now know, a father and son, were behind the massacre. Heavily armed, positioning themselves on a walkway bridge, shooting down at their target, the 1,000-strong crowd from the Jewish community. The massacre lasted 9 minutes, and almost every second and every angle was captured by someone with a mobile phone. Bridget Sarks was on a scooter and saw the gunman arrive.
And he just picks up his huge rifle and just right next to us just starts shooting.
For 4 minutes, the gunman unleashed a barrage of shots as police were still racing to the scene. So nearly caught in the line of fire, people on the steps of the bridge, they had little choice but to run as the shooters split up, racing up and down the stairs, taking aim from ground level. It was at this moment when one man, one brave individual, changed the course of this shooting spree. From behind a car, he saw his chance and took it, tackling, wrestling and disarming the older man and then turning the weapon on him. He points, but he doesn't shoot.
Yes, somebody got it.
The father scrambles back up to the bridge and arms himself with a third weapon. The shooting continues. What we don't see, the hero, a Sydney father of two, Ahmed El Ahmed, is shot twice in the shoulder and hand. It's now a gun battle as the police move in. There's an exchange of shots. The older man is hit. His son keeps firing. For more than a minute, he blasts away at police. He goes down and the shooting stops. But there was still one more threat, a pipe bomb left in the boot of the gunman's car. The aftermath, now a scene of tragedy and a battle to save lives. I witnessed it firsthand.
Another person, another casualty from this tragedy, this untold tragedy. We've got ambulance, paramedics, we've got anyone who can try and assist these people, but there are so many casualties. There are many people who've been wounded, if not killed, in the shooting. It didn't matter who he was shooting at, anyone was a target. And we know that children have been hit. We know children potentially have been killed here.
I stumbled on one of the walking wounded, Arsen Ostrovsky, a survivor of the October 7 massacre in Israel.
Tell me what happened.
I was here with my family. It was a Hanukkah celebration. There were hundreds of people. There were children. There were elderly families enjoying themselves. And then all of a sudden, it's absolute chaos. There's guns, fire everywhere, people ducking. I saw people hit, saw people fall to the ground. My only concern was, where are my kids? Where are my kids? Where's my wife?
Your children, your wife?
My children, my wife are safe, thank God. They're okay.
Then I met this young family.
And the gunshots just kept coming, so we all hid behind a wall. And there was just the gunshots wouldn't stop. I'd lost her. And there's just people everywhere.
People hiding on the ground, getting shot while they hit on the ground too. It was horrible.
The sheer number of victims overwhelmed emergency crews. Surfboards became stretchers as the beach's famous lifeguards joined the front line.
It's just the spirit in the community. Everyone's so like-minded. Everyone's willing to put their lives in danger to help someone out.
Bondi locals also played a critical role, helping strangers away from the danger.
I knew instantly it were gunshots and I ran straight out to the street. I had a neighbour walking by and I said, get back into your apartment. And then there was about 10 people walking by at that moment and I was like, come through here.
Abdullah Ashroff drove into the drama.
So I heard the gunshots, saw the two shooters on the bridge were active shooters.
And then discovered some of the victims, one of them a police officer.
So there was an officer there. He was very brave. He's trying to stay conscious. We're trying to talk to him. He's just trying to help him, held his hand, and there are other people. We're trying to wrap his wound, put pressure on the wound.
A second officer was also hit. They're both in a critical but stable condition. The police commissioner today paid them a visit in hospital as he commended the response of all his men and women who charged towards danger to protect the community.
The fact that two persons had long arms and were indiscriminately firing them says that the act of bravery about going forward is something we should all celebrate.
Police were quick to declare this a terrorist act by a father and son, 50-year-old Sajid Akram and 24-year-old Naveed Akram. The son, said to have links with the terrorist group Islamic State, tonight is under police guard in hospital.
What we saw yesterday was an act of pure evil, an act of anti-Semitism, an act of terrorism on our shores.
The Prime Minister was among the first to bring flowers as the crime scene tape came down. The Bondi Pavilion now at the heart of the nation's grief as the masses began paying their respects.
And to show that how much we care and how horrified we are by what's happened.
You think of all these families and all these loved ones that are grieving.
It's hit us all really hard, and just to express our love and solidarity.
Absolutely devastated this morning, and it's our responsibility to wrap our arms around that wounded community and let them know that ordinary Australians, regular Australians, are in their corner.
There have been 15 innocent lives lost. The oldest 87-year-old Holocaust survivor Alex Kleitman, the youngest 10-year-old Matilda Britvan. And in between, grandparents, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters. An act of evil has taken them away, but this community is resolute, refusing to live in fear.
This community, we don't fear, we don't cower. We will continue to be a proud people. We will continue to be who we are. We will continue to be Jews. We will continue to celebrate. No one will tell us what to do.
Damien Ryan, 9 News.
Just behind me, a makeshift memorial is growing outside Bondi Pavilion with a stream of thousands leaving flowers throughout the day. Nine's James Wilson is there for us tonight. James, people have come from across Sydney to pay their respects.
That's right, Pete. This makeshift vigil is quickly becoming a very pivotal and important part of the healing process. People are able to come down here, grieve, but more importantly, support each other. I'll step out and show you what's happening here as we go to where, most definitely, at its most full point that we've seen today, people finishing work and coming down. A steady stream of people bringing flowers, plenty of hugs and tears, and everybody taking a moment to reflect on the atrocities that took place in this area just 24 hours ago. Of course, tonight, Pete, it is Hanukkah, and it is tradition to light a candle at sunset. That is about to happen behind me, and hopefully it makes this dark spot just that little bit lighter. Pete.
James, thank you. Joining me now is the Premier of New South Wales, Chris Minns. Premier, you've just seen the grief firsthand.
Yeah, I mean, there's an outpouring of grief tonight. There's literally thousands of people that have come down to pay their condolences on an evil, terrible, sad day. It gives me hope that there's so many Australians here that are prepared to hold up the Jewish community and the people of Bondi. It's heartbreaking.
Premier, for 2 years we've seen the rise of anti-Semitism. It's been palpable, almost a pressure cooker. How did it get to the point that you and I are standing on Bondi Beach mourning the loss of 15 innocent lives?
Yeah, 15 innocent lives. I mean, I think it starts with hate speech, then it moves online, then it's graffiti, then it's property damage, and then it's wanton, destructive violence like we saw it. We have to fight it everywhere, from a police response, a counter-terrorism response to what we saw yesterday, all the way down to anti-Semitism in the street. It's toxic, it's cancerous in a community, and this is devastating, but we have to fight it with everything we've got.
Premier, for those watching tonight, what's your message to them if they suspect a family member, a friend, an acquaintance, a behaviour that they're showing is a little bit out of the ordinary? they have to take courage to have impact, to say, you know what, I'm going to call the police on this and not leave it to someone else.
Yeah, contact Crime Stoppers. Contact Crime Stoppers. We've got world-class detectives that are in place to help the community to investigate situations exactly like you're describing, but it requires the community to step up and report people that are acting in a suspicious way. If we can stop an event like this, a family being without their loved one at Hanukkah or Christmas, we need to do everything we possibly can.
And that takes courage for someone to call someone out if they know them.
It does, but the alternative is devastating, as we're seeing today.
Premier, thanks for your leadership and thanks for